Take it away.
All right, and we're going. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you all for jumping on tonight to our webinar. We're going to be talking a little bit of business and a little bit of health and wellness with you. We just like to welcome you and just thank you for joining and for listening to us. We're crazy. I'm
I'm actually
Kyle.
Kristen.
I'm Kyle. This is Kristen. We are K2. And we just want to share a little bit with you. And Chris is going to go ahead and share our screen. And and this is why we have gotten into this business. It's for our family.
Yes.
We love spending time with our family and affording the time and vacations and just everything with them. We have 17-year-old daughter Anna, 11-year-old Fisher, and a 6-year-old Owen. They're the light of our worlds, our joy, and we just wanted to find something like many others out there, something that we can do and still be able to do the things that we want to with our children. So what we're going to talk to you today is a company called LifeVantage. So why LifeVantage? LifeVantage is a biohacking company, and it was founded all through nutrigenomics. So ask yourself this question: why would LifeVantage be for me? Well, here's the thing. The company I told you, it's a biohacking company.
That sounds bad.
That it does sound bad, but hacking can be in a good way. Now, when you think there's a difference between hijack and biohacking, as you see on this screen. So hijack is you're going to take over something for a destructive purpose. You know, we don't like to talk about it a lot, but like the planes on 9/11, how the hijackers took over the planes, used them for a destructive purpose. There are things that we eat, that we drink normally in the atmosphere that are hijacking our bodies every day. Get filled with toxins, electromagnetic frequencies. Everybody has allergies. So we are being hijacked constantly on a daily basis in our bodies and our health system. So what our company LifeVantage does is we have learned how to biohack into our body. So we're going to take control of our own biology and optimize our genetic potential. Okay. How do we do that? It's by using what's called nutrigenomics. Yeah, really big word. You're like, oh my gosh. But here's the breakdown of it. It's the study of nutrients and how the nutrients and natural compounds affect our gene expression. And with the company, we use that to become the best versions of ourselves.
Now I got a video we're going to watch. Oh.
Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. the engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow, what an awesome video. Like I said there at the end, this company is at the forefront of nutrigenomics. It is just it's just starting out there in the field that scientists are studying nutrigenomics, and this company is at the forefront. Now, I'm going to cover some health stuff because of my health background. Kristen has a business background, so here in a few slides, Kristen will talk to you and she will get you all the business and why this is the perfect time to hop into LifeVantage if you're looking for a side gig to build. But on the health side of it, so you heard them talk about the 1-2 punch. Well, that is LifeVantage is what we would consider an anti-aging, right? This is a market. There's $300 billion tied up just in the anti-aging market. And so LifeVantage is in that. There's $121 billion tied up in the skincare line. And guess what? Through one of the studies that was done, not by the company, that is how the company developed the skincare line, was because the entity, which happened to be LSU, by the way, came back to the company and said, you need to make a topical cream for this. So that's where we got the skincare line. That is a $121 billion market. Okay? Pet care. Who doesn't love their dogs, their cats, their horses, their cows? You know, dogs in general, $67 billion pet care industry. And we have what's called Pet Tandem. It's for your dog. It's bacon flavored. And the dogs, your dogs age 7 times more. And I don't know if you caught it on the video, but we're reducing the oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. Well, that's human terms, right? If you're talking about your dog, your fur baby, your pet, dogs age at a 7 times higher rate than a human. So they're going to need oxidative stress reduced even faster. Okay? Smart energy. So you're talking about your Red Bulls, your Monsters, your Rock Stars, your whatever you have, right? That is a $50 billion industry. And LifeVantage happens to have an all-natural energy drink that is sweetened with stevia. That's what makes it all natural. Okay? So like I said, $50 billion just in energy drinks. And then there's also the weight loss, which we call it our weight management line, but that's a $37 billion market as well. So as you can see, through the science that LifeVantage has developed, we're in multiple markets, and one that's not on there that just within the last year we got into, there's actually a 6th market. I do not know the number, but I can tell you it's astronomical, and that is the hair care. Yeah. So LifeVantage has a hair care line as well.
So we have unique products that no one else has in all of these different industries. So we touch everywhere.
Right. Okay. Let me see where we at. Next. Why are we not sharing over here? There we go. All right, we got it back.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Okay, so like we talked about before, we are biohacking our bodies, right? So how do you biohack your complete body system? LifeVantage makes it easy. We have what's called our Vitality Stack. That gives you the NRF1 synergizer, which boosts your mitochondrial output, which is basically the battery of our cells. It's kind of like your cell phone, how you have this thing, right? You load it down with a bunch of apps, all of a sudden it starts slowing down. Well, our body does the same thing when our mitochondria production slows. So it boosts our mitochondria production, which increases our energy, which basically wipes it clean. You have a new battery in your cell phone, as you want to say. And it also has the second punch, which is the NRF2 synergizer, which is what reduces your oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. Proven. It was proven on live television. Kristen will tell you a little bit about that later. But it just it just changed the game in the NRF2 synergizer. We also have the Vitality Stack also takes care of your gut health. There's a probiotic that gets all the way down to lower and large intestines. That it has a special coating on it that most probiotics barely make it through the stomach before they're eaten up by the stomach acids. The special coating has a time release on it, and it gets all the way through the acids of your stomach, which in the small and large intestines that is where most of our nutrients is absorbed in our digestive tract that get transferred to up to the brain. And so your gut health is important to your brain health. So that is included into the Vitality Stack. And then the last bit that's included in the Vitality Stack is our Omega Plus. So
I hate fish oil.
yeah, most fish oils are going to give you that they taste nasty. They give you that after belch to where it's like, oh great, I'm eating fish again. No, this has zero aftertaste. It is super fresh. If you look on the bottle or on the tag, it is traced from boat to bottle. That way, it's the freshest it is. It's omega 3s, 7s, and vitamin D, E.
I thought omega 6s were important.
Omega 6 are important, but if you do a little bit of research, we get omega 6s you can not only get them through fish oils, but you actually get the majority of your daily value of omega 6s through regular foods that you eat. Okay? So that's our Vitality Stack. That is how you're going to biohack your complete system, right? So like I said, all you need to make sure your brain, heart, eyes, and other vitals are working at their peak performance. That's what we want to do. We're trying to share this information to where anybody and everybody can say, hey, I want my body to perform at its optimum, how God intended it to work, right? So that's what the Vitality Stack is going to do. We also have the NRF2 activation stuff. Like I told you before, LSU did a study, came back. They said, you need to put it in a skincare. There it is. It's got the same NRF2 activation in it. And it just gives, Kristen will show you pictures if you get with whoever brought you to this video. You can connect with us. Kristen took pictures of my face before I started using this because I had really bad skin. And it has been night and day difference, and I actually like my face.
It was so dry looking and red. It just looked horrible.
It looked
horrible. So old.
Yeah. And like I said, okay, so getting back to it, we kind of covered the fur babies a little bit, pet tandem. Same NRF2 technology, bacon flavor, bacon and liver.
Because we want our dogs to last
as
long as they can and have a good life.
That's right. Smart energy drink, like I said, all natural, NRF2 activated, sweetened with stevia, and it helps you get out of that brain fog, that mental fatigue. Kristen has it right here.
Yep.
So
decaf, of course.
Yes, caffeinated and decaf. And we love it.
Yeah.
We drink it religiously. It's so good.
We make sure we have it when we go on vacation.
That's right. And then we also have our weight management line, which is the same thing. It has the NRF2 technology involved with it. It's a whey protein shake. Is one of the things, has 14 grams of protein as opposed to most of them have less than that. I want to say somewhere around 7, 8. I couldn't tell you, there's so many of them out there on the market, but ours is 14. And then there's a fat burner and a prebiotic. So who needs a prebiotic, right?
Doesn't everyone?
Everyone needs a prebiotic, but nobody knows why.
Kind of like
People say, hey, have your probiotic yogurt, right? Well, this is how it was explained in a simpler term for me. Your probiotic that you take is the seed, right? It's a seed that you're planting in your gut with that good bacteria. It's got that good bacteria to help aid in good digestion. The prebiotic, think of that as the fertilizer for your soil. The prebiotic is what is going to help make the probiotic flourish. So, you have 2 pots of flowers, right? You put fertilizer in one flower pot, it grows nice and bigger if you don't put it in the other one. So
it's helping that good bacteria grow.
Yes, it's helping that good probiotic. It's making it perform more optimally.
Man, I'm getting really good at this. Like, I might be able to do this part of the presentation soon.
Oh, I hope so. No, because then you're taking my spot.
Oh.
And then what's not on the screen is our hair care line, same type deal. It's got the NRF2 activation in it. It's peppermint and what's the other thing in it? Not lavender, peppermint and
I can't remember.
Can't remember right now, but it's a 3-step system. It helps give the appearance of fuller, thicker hair.
Less split ends, less frizz.
And it's also could make it stronger hair as well. So you might be wondering,
what makes our company different and better?
What makes these products different and better than some other one that you've heard about? This right here on the screen is what makes us different. This is what separates us from the pack. There's over 20 peer-reviewed studies on PubMed.gov. Now, before I got into this business, yes, I have a healthcare background, and I knew a little bit, but I did not know that PubMed.gov was where all of those research papers went. So this is a government-run website. No one can duplicate it. If someone wants to duplicate it, it gets shut down immediately.
And who would come to read these boring publications and research papers?
People that want to know anything about a product that they're taking. It doesn't matter. It's not just our products. It's any and every product out there. But PubMed.gov, like I said, this is what separates us from the pack. More than 20 peer-reviewed,
26 or 27
peer-reviewed studies on PubMed.gov by high institutions. We're talking Harvard, Ohio State, like I mentioned before, LSU, the American Heart Association, American Institute on Aging. The list goes on and on. And then,
so do we pay these companies to do this research?
And that's the thing. The company, LifeVantage, has not paid a dime to any of these entities to do research on the products. This is research that is done with those entities' own money to figure out what we have on our hands. And it is a game changer.
Crazy.
It is crazy. And like I said, if you're skeptical, I haven't heard of it. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And if you're skeptical, go read them. They're there. And then also what makes a difference is we have, the company LifeVantage has had media coverage. NBC, Today Show, ABC News. The big one I'm going to let Kristen talk about is ABC Primetime Live. Okay? She'll get to her part. I know she's itching to it. She loves talking about that. And there's also 7 U.S. patents, and I want to say 6, what do they call that? International patents on the product. So for us to have a patented product that's all natural, and like I say all natural, right? It's the NRF2 Synergizer, 5 all natural ingredients. All of our products are all natural. They're good for the environment. They're also BSCG certified. What does that mean? If you are an athlete, if your child is an athlete, if you know an athlete, you know that they have to go through rigorous drug testing, and there are certain supplements that they can take and can't take. Well, that BSCG is the Banned Substance Control Group. We are actually certified as a clean product to take, and so they're BSCG certified.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So that was my bit on the health portion of it. If you need more information, get with whoever invited you, or find us. I can give you more health information. That's just a brief rundown. Now it's time for me to be quiet and for Kristen to take over the business side.
I am so excited. I get to talk now. I've been very hyper. Okay, so you are looking at a screen that says the new gig economy. One of the things that was important for me when I was looking for a second business to get started was the trends. If you notice, Amazon has taken away shopping at stores.
Oh yeah.
We hardly ever go to the store anymore, and if we do, it's to the curbside to get our groceries picked up. Everyone gets their stuff shipped. This company has taken notice of that, and all of our stuff gets shipped directly from the manufacturer. We don't have to worry about shipping or anything, so I don't personally have to go to the mailbox. Okay, Facebook has changed how we interact with people. I mean, we can see people, I have friends up in all over the place that we get to interact with. Uber. Who would have thought that Uber could be the largest taxi cab company that doesn't own a single car? Like, Airbnb is the same thing. They're the largest hotel chain out there that doesn't own a freaking building. So the economy is not like it used to be even 10 years ago. Things are changing so rapidly. And me as a business owner, you have to stay up on the trends. Otherwise, you will be like the newspaper or the phone book, you know.
What's a phone book?
Yeah, I mean, people just don't know about that. So you have to be willing to change with the times and take in those things that are around us. You got to be aware of that. And this company is so on top of it. Okay, a little bit of background about LifeVantage. They actually started selling the NRF2 on the store shelves of the vitamin store and GNC. And no one knew what an activator was.
Most people still don't know what an activator is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, vitamins and supplements were starting to be, you know, become popular, but an activator, what the heck is that? So no one knew about it. So you remember we told you that the NRF2, the Protandim product, reduces your oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, 100% in mammals. That's kind of a very bold claim.
Very bold.
Very. So when John Quinones heard about this, ABC primetime investigative reporter, he's like, let's go check out this company.
Let's go shut them down.
Yes. Normally not good news. They go to basically shut your company down and to call your bluff. You gotta see the video. If you haven't seen it, it's like 9 minutes long, maybe 5.
Whoever invited you, if
Yes,
they have not showed it to you,
you have to
you
see it.
have to see it. Demand that they show you this video.
He had his blood drawn on national television. For 2 weeks, he did this. He took the Protandim for 2 weeks, and his results were actually better. So in half the time, his results came back at 45% instead of the 40%, and half the time, and I know that he still takes it till today. He's still on the product taking it. So that was actually a positive investigative report. So guess what? That night, $1 million worth of sales. Boom. And it kind of teetered. Like, we couldn't keep up with the demand when we were used to selling a half a bottle at a store.
A month.
Yeah, a month. It was kind of. So things kind of teetered, and they brought in a consulting company and like, hey, what do we do? Consulting company's like, you guys have an amazing product with an amazing story. This can't sell on the store shelf. We need to do a person-to-person networking. A story needs to be told with this. That's when we switch to the network marketing structure of a company. And it's no different from when people on Facebook are like, hey, what's the best pizza place in town? Or where do you recommend to go get your oil changed? We are just sharing information. We're sharing that ABC Primetime Investigative Report. Super easy. We have the best marketing tool there already is. Another thing that's amazing is that we are on the NASDAQ. Our ticker number is LFBN. So what that means is that we have to be very transparent. They have to get an audit every single year. I know what goes into the audits, how much money they cost. Those are a big deal, and they have to be very transparent about what they're doing. And we have a board, and guess who's the newest member on our board? Aaron
Some
Brockovich.
very, very famous person,
Has a
Julia
movie.
Roberts.
No, it's not Julia
Oh,
Roberts.
God, dog it.
It's the person that Julia Roberts played.
Oh, yes, Aaron
Brockovich.
Brockovich.
Yes.
She is a very big healthy living proponent.
Yes, it's not your turn to talk anymore. So we have an amazing corporate company leadership. They're great too. We are global. Who doesn't want to be a part of a global company? And this is actually an outdated slide, so we actually have more flags on there where we can sell.
So if I'm looking to get into a side gig to make some extra money, and I'm looking for a business, would I want to find a company that's local or one that's global?
Well, global. Why not?
Why not global, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you have friends down in Mexico and Canada or overseas, like in
Australia,
Great Britain, Australia, I mean, hello, let's start leveraging that and build a leveraged business income. Okay, another great
So
thing.
how do we do it? How do we do it?
You don't even need to have a computer. You can do it straight from your phone. There's an app on your phone. You can run everything from sending, you can get your training. We have an enormous amount of training that's for free down in our app. We can send carts to people with like, here's what you want, here you go. We can send them videos on, oh, you want to know about Maxu, let me send you a video. App's so easy.
Our chief marketing officer says he wants you, if you join us in the team, right? He wants you to be able to run your business. And his whole goal is to make it so easy to run your business it is as easy. Boy, that is a mouthful, as ordering an Uber.
Okay, is this a valid business? Look at the numbers, they're only growing. And did you know that behind, I think it's professional football players.
Professional sports stars.
Oh, it's all of them lumped together?
I think it's sport, yes.
Network marketing has the next highest payout for millionaires. Like, not saying you're gonna be a millionaire, but they're the next tier up there behind professional sports people. Okay. If anyone remembers from their business classes, you should probably recognize the bell curve and the S curve. The bell curve is when people start buying. Okay, if you were an innovator, you were the one who had the first iPhone. So if you invested in Apple back in the 80s, $1,000, you'd be sitting on the beach drinking a pina colada right now. If you were to spend $1,000 at Apple right now, you'd be buying an iPhone. Your investment goes nowhere with $1,000. So the people who are laggards, those are the people who still have home phones, like your parents are one of them. But the most people get in, they're the late majority. Okay, so that's explaining the bell curve. The S curve is when people start finding out, like, televisions or flat screen TVs. Think about that. They were so expensive and no one really got them until everyone started. And then.
So are you saying when you're on the forefront of something brand new, we're talking about the S curve. If you're in the forefront of something brand new, you don't know where that bell
that
is.
That would be getting into Apple.
That would have been getting into Apple when it was the Apple IIe, when it was the big old console.
the early, we're looking for the early
That's where
people
Life
right now.
that's where Life
Yes.
Vantage is right now.
We just had our 10-year anniversary. We got all the kinks worked out. We have an amazing comp plan, and we are going to hit momentum very soon. It could
Very
be
soon.
2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. They say that when you hit momentum, you will have 80% of your growth in that company.
Wow.
And they also say that when you have 140,000 distributors in the United States,
One country.
that's when we're going to get to that star, and then the 80% happens.
So how many do we have in the company?
We have about 80,000 worldwide.
Worldwide.
About 40,000 in the
Wow.
U.S.
So we still got, you're still very
you have
early.
a very good opportunity of getting in now before the momentum hits and getting that rapid growth. That's what we're here for. Okay. How much does it cost? Like, that's the next thing to look at. Well, let me tell you this. How much would it cost to start your own business? I have a brick and mortar bookkeeping business, and let's just say my overhead's about $8,000 a month. It cost about 10 grand to get into it when I was starting out in my home, you know.
A whole lot more than $1,250.
Yes, a whole lot more than the $1,250.
And
Which
that is the
includes, yeah, it's the most expensive, and includes all of the products. You'll get to try every single product to be a user of the product, get to try them all out, know what you're talking about, learn to love them. I mean, you will fall in love with them. We do have different options. If the $1,250, you can't fit that into your budget, we can talk about that. But you'll get the most bang for your buck, and you actually, most people who start on the Platinum Pack get their business rolling in 24 hours, 48 hours, and they're on a run, and they're in it the longest, and they do the best.
What else do they get with that platinum, or with any pack? What do they get with that pack that is included besides the product stuff?
They also get an event, 2 event passes. I believe
Okay.
it's 1, it might be 2. But then, I know, honey, I know. I talked about overhead, right? I spend about $8,000 a month just for overhead, for all my payroll, for my advertising, my marketing, my rent, shipping, the accounting.
Software.
Yes. Well, guess what? The company takes care of all of that for us. Okay?
So you mean I don't have to have a website? Pay
No,
for it
it
myself.
comes with it automatically. You don't have to worry about the shipping. That was really important to me.
Very.
The websites are very expensive to get started, and it's free. Forever.
Free.
So we don't have to worry about the legal, the compliance, promotions and stuff. That is such a huge, huge bonus that so many people don't think of.
That's right.
Okay, how do you make money? There's 7 ways to make money.
How do I make the money?
I'll talk about maybe 3 of them. Okay. The first one is you get a smart bonus. The very next Friday, whatever you did this week, you will have in your bank account next Friday. It's either 30 to 40% of your commission on what you sell to new people.
What is the business striving to do?
Double in size and to double our paychecks. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yes, the double the size, double the paycheck. But after January 1, I have heard a little bit about
daily pay.
Daily pay. That is one thing that some of these other app things that we were talking about with the new gig economy.
You're making me talk really long because you keep on interrupting my presentation. Okay, then we get paid. Whoever's remember I told you we're on auto ships. It automatically gets shipped to people. So anyways, all those people who stay on after the first month, which is the majority of them, it's a one-time sale, and they just keep on buying. Because you have to be, if you're on it, you want to be on it.
30-day consumable.
Love it. Okay. Anyways, you get paid a commission the next month on the 15th. Love that. Okay, and then what has really helped shape our culture is down there in the right corner, the 4% global revenue sharing. Once you hit a certain level, which is Pro 7, you get to share in global sales. So 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, you can see how it kind of goes. But they really work with us, cross-line, upline, diagonal line, whatever, to help grow this company because they make more money, and they want us to get up there too. Okay. You want to see real life? Look at the third column over. That is an average monthly on what each rank does. So look and see what would help your family out the most. Is it $600 to help pay for the car payment? Is it $1,400 to pay for a mortgage? Do you want to be living off of like $6,200? You know, so wherever your goal is, we will help. We will lock arms with you, and we will help you get to wherever you want to be. We lock arms together. That's what makes this company so great. We are in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. I just love our team. They're like a second family to us.
That's right.
Okay, so do you want to be the traditional route and go to school for 20 years and learn, and then go work for the man for the next 40 to 50 years, who you are just a number to them? You are someone who is making them money so that they can go on vacations and have their second houses, and then hopefully you'll get to retire, and you hopefully won't have to go back and work at Walmart as the greeter.
Hopefully you saved enough money to retire.
Hopefully, only 5% of Americans can actually retire.
Wow, that low of a number.
That's that low of a number. Or do you want to start a side gig now and say, if it does take you 5 years to be making that $1,000 a month or $2,500 a month, whatever, if it does take you that 5 years to get there, wouldn't it be worth it? I mean, you're doing this as a side gig anyways, around your full-time job.
And this is a leveraged income.
Yep. I mean,
the check's going to come on the first of the month.
Why not? What are you doing in that time anyways? You know, that's the way we look at it. Even if it does take us 3 to 5 years to build the business up to where we want it to be, it's still worth it. We're using this as our retirement plan.
We don't have to build it every day. Every month we don't have to start over building.
Yeah. Kyle wants to retire in 8 years, you know?
That's right.
So, and, you know, who knows what I want to do? So just think, you know, Warren Buffett says to have multiple streams of income and to have money working for you overnight while you're sleeping.
That's right.
So that's what we're trying to do, have multiple streams of income. Never depend on a single income. Make an investment of your time and effort to create that second income, okay? I'll let Kyle talk about this one. We're both passionate about it, but he's even more so than I am.
Yeah, we're both passionate about this. So that was our health and our business side of it.
We're big on giving back.
But you know, a true test of a company is how much they can give back into their community, right? And LifeVantage has a legacy program. You see all these different entities up on the screen right now. And of course, the one that is near and dear to my heart, just, you know, kind of goes with our story, it is Lighted Up Gold.
Few days away from Gold Month.
Yes, a few days away from Gold Month. Children's cancer is, I mean, cancer in general is terrible, but children's cancer is just, it's the worst kind there is out there. As a parent, I feel as a parent, that is the worst words you ever want to hear in your life. We've had to experience that. It was terrible, but thankfully we got through it. And going along with LifeVantage Legacy, they support different networks like that. There's also, I couldn't remember what the name of it was, but every year the distributors in LifeVantage get together on their own dime and go down to Mexico. The company does not pay one penny of these people. We don't hire anybody else to go down, but we go down to Mexico, build homes in village, and it is all put on by the distributors and their families. The blood, sweat, and tears is poured out to help give homes to those that don't have anything. Mm-hmm. So the LifeVantage Legacy is just an amazing program, and I feel that is another link in the chain that sets the LifeVantage company apart from anything else out there. So That's all I have.
Get back to whoever invited you to this. If you have any questions, we would love to help answer them.
Reach out to us, whoever invited you.
And let them know, are you more interested in the health part, the business part, or both?
Or both, that's right. And thank you for your time. We just value anybody that comes on and takes a look at what we have to offer. And like Kristen said, get back with whoever invited you, and we'll be talking to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye everyone.